Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Diablo 3. My name is Wilfred. So in this video, I'd like to share with you a compilation of battles when I play the GR110 this very day, and there are altogether 3 gameplay compressed into one single video. So I hope you enjoy it. Now, I don't usually push my seasonal character beyond 100 in any given season, because I found that anything beyond that would be just a matter of upgrading the legendary gems as well as getting Paragon points. But then somehow, one way or the other, I'm very motivated in this season, and I'll let you know why it is so in just a bit. So I'm going to push a little bit harder this time round. So the timing is pretty decent as well for this GR100, and some of these fights are pretty memorable. Of course, some are aided by the shrine, some are actually not. So it's a mix of all. Some of the maps are pretty decent as well, a wide open map, but some of the maps are like, full of corridor and so on. So I'm just trying to give you a flavor as in how much fun I'm having with the new Rathma set. So to give context to this video again, is that the Rathma, the new set being redesigned by Blizzard this season, is not the top build. The top build is for this season is the Masquerade of the Burning Carnival, as well as the Legacy of Dream build for the Singularity Mage, as well as the Corpse Explosion. These are the top build. This one is more like a high tier or mid tier kind of build for Rathma. And I'm using a variant that is physical variance as well. So again, I think the poison variance probably has a better potential if you are hunting for elite and also hunting for map. But I think the physical variance is more generalistic, meaning that it should work pretty well for almost all the maps out there, be it as high density map, low density map, or a map that's open area, or just like full of corridors and what have you. I think this build would work pretty well, and that's why I like it as well. And this season I've been pretty lucky as well. The gear I've got pretty nice gear without trying too hard as well. The affixes are pretty nice, and also they're kind of nice, decent, ancient. So again, to give context for this particular build, I have by the time of recording this video, I have about 11 slots of ancient, just 2 slots that are not ancient, but all of them with a very pretty nice affixes to it. I'm happy about them. I'm left with 4 ancient to be augmented, so there's still a little bit potential headroom to push this build a little bit and see how the thing goes. I don't know. I think it's all down to how far I can survive at a higher rift, because anything beyond 110, I suppose it would be pretty scary. So yeah, as I shared with you before in the past, is that if I play a top build like the Witch Doctor top build in the past with the new set, as well as some of the top build for the Necromancer as well, I don't really feel that motivated in the past season, because it seems a little bit easy, and of course, with top build you can push even higher, but I just don't really have the motivation to work hard to try to extract everything out from the class. Unlike for this particular Rathma set, I have to make sure that all the gears are very nicely crafted, and I have to make sure that I have a speed farming kind of like build as well, because on its own, this end game build is not really known for speed farming. If you want to go for keys and what have you, this build is not that fast. So I've got a video on how to make a speed farming build out of Rathma, and that's kind of fun. So yeah, I mean, overall, all in all, I felt that I have to work really hard to extract all the performance from this set, which is like a mid-tier for this season, and that kind of motivated me a fair bit to see how far I can go from there. Now, if you take a look at the leaderboard as well, Rathma is not really one of those that is high tiers, so as to speak. So yeah, I mean, that is the main reason why I want to play, and also I feel that the whole concept is pretty awesome. There are a fair number of pets around it, 10 kind of like revived minion, 7 skeleton, and 1 simulacrum. So I think that is pretty decent as a so-called I wouldn't say it as a pet build. It's kind of funny because it is not exactly a pet build, but it is a pet inspired build, I would say. I don't know how to call that because my pet doesn't do any damage, but my pet make the character Necromancer awesome. So, and I like Army of the Dead. I mean, those are pretty cool things that you could call. And according to the website, whenever you call Army of the Dead, there are 100 kind of skeleton that go rush in the middle. So yeah, this particular run, I got it down to 8.5 minutes. The timing is alright, but given the fact that it is pretty high rift, 110, given the fact that I don't usually go beyond 100, that is a pretty good kind of achievement. And I feel that if I play a little bit harder, if I push a little bit harder, potentially I could reach more than 110. I don't know. I mean, I think that would depending on a little bit on the how I observe some of this, like conversion of element, poison cycle kind of like a mechanism or what have you. So well, stay tuned. I will do my best. I think nowadays a lot of people are focusing on the next season already, season 24, when we get to farm for the ever real kind of items. I think that could be fun. I don't know yet because in order to complete the season, kind of like I wouldn't say complete the season, but in order to get the feat of strength kind of achievement, so that you get transport for all the 21 ever real items for all the classes, non-season and season, you've got to collect them more in one season. So I don't know how far I can go, and I'm more than happy to do I wouldn't say a live kind of recording, but more like a frequent update of where I am getting farming for the ever real kind of items. So yeah, I mean that could be quite fun for the season 24, something to look forward to. The new monk set that will be reworked to make it more like a pet set for the inner monk set is something that I'm also keeping an eye on. I guess so long as I don't need to use Unity Ring, I'm more than happy to explore, because if I want to use Unity Ring, that means that I can only do it solo, and sometimes I do play with my clan as well. And as you know, Unity Ring doesn't really help when you are in a group play. So now this is towards the end of the video. I'm trying to spawn the Guardian, and fortunately I do have one of the shrine effect, and but then the Guardian hit rather hard, almost one. Well, it did one shot me, but I can't come back to life kind of thing. But yeah, happy time, and I'm more than happy to do a little bit more Diablo 3 video, and do stay tuned. I would augment a couple more, do a little bit more kind of like farming. I may craft another ancient, I'm not quite sure. I think it's getting harder. I only left with the amulet and one more ring, but both will be quite hard to craft as an ancient. That is useful, but I'll go for the haunted vision if I can get an ancient version, and I'll just keep going on until the season close. All right, thank you for tuning in, and happy to answer any question that you may have for the Necromancer Rathma build, for D3 season 24, for the D2 Resurrected coming up in this September as well. See ya. Bye bye.